Welcome back, all you Dawg fans, to another Big Luke's Dawg Beat. Today we're going to talk about some of the wacky stuff that has gone on in college football in the offseason that is just too hard to believe, even beyond the craziness of the NIL and the transfer portal. And yes, even crazier than Lane Kiffin leaving Ole Miss to go to LSU during the playoff run. But first, let me say a very special thank you to all the Big Luke listeners out there of Big Luke's Dawg Beat, as our numbers continue to grow in the thousands. We could not do this without you, and we appreciate you so much. Please, if you're a Dawg fan, subscribe to our podcast. It's free. If you like today's content, hit that like button. And we love any comments and questions you want to put in or any ideas for future podcasts. We'd love to have it. This is all about us Dawg fans, so please give me that feedback. So first, let me thank my sponsors, White & Choate Law Firm in Cartersville, Georgia. White & Choate is a full-service law firm that provides representation to local and national businesses and individual clients throughout North Georgia and Metro Atlanta. They specialize in helping personal injury victims and individuals seeking compensation for work-related accidents. Go see Harry, Jay, or Lottie, who are all damn good dogs for all your legal needs to maximize your opportunity and minimize your risk. Don't wait any longer. If you have any legal needs, go see White & Choate. Okay, let's talk crazy. Cray-cray. Top of my list is going to be Brendan Sorsby of the Texas Tech Red Raiders. So there's a lot of comments out there, but let me give you the facts on this case. On March 2026, the NCAA and Texas Tech were alerted by law enforcement to thousands of sports wagers placed by Sorsby via online apps. Sorsby admitted to placing more than 9,000 bets totaling over $90,000 over a 4-year stretch, including 40 wagers on the Indiana football games while he was on the roster there. Doesn't sound real good, does it? As a result of these admissions, Sorsby initially entered an inpatient residential treatment for a program for gambling addiction. It was declared permanently eligible by the NCAA. I'm not going to even tell you how long he was in that treatment, so you won't laugh at it. Sorsby and his attorneys sued the NCAA, and a Texas judge in Lubbock County, Texas, the judge was named Ken Curry, granted a temporary injunction in June 2026 that allowed him to play. Curry is not a graduate of Texas Tech, but the original judge who accused himself and then put Curry on the case was a Texas Tech graduate and alumni booster. Texas Tech's leadership defended their decision to retain and advocate for Sorsby. Let me go back and say it again. Brendan Sorsby bet on college football games that he participated in. Does anybody remember Pete Rose? What Pete Rose did and how he was treated? He was banned for baseball for a lifetime for betting on his teams. And here, Brendan Sorsby goes and finds a local state court judge to grant him an injunction to play, and Texas Tech was going to do it. However, the ruling caused such significant fallout across college sports with opposing coaches and athletic directors that even the Big 12 itself had outrage. Thank God there's some sanity in this world. After the NCAA appealed the injunction, Sorsby declared for the NFL supplemental draft, dropping his eligibility in his lawsuit entirely. Shortly after that, Texas Tech announced they had mutually parted ways with the quarterback. Now let me tell y'all something. This story is not over. Don't think this story's over, because the NFL has rejected Sorsby entry into the supplemental draft, and I've heard on many shows that NFL scouts would not touch him with a 10-foot pole after this. So don't think he's not going to be back in college football. May not be this year, but he will find someone somewhere who are crazy enough to take this kid back. I want to really say how proud I am of the University of Georgia, Josh Brooks, for standing up and being one of the first to say we will not play Texas Tech if this holds up in any sporting competition. So, okay, that's crazy number one. Let's go to crazy number two. This, again, all happened during this offseason. Ole Miss quarterback Trinidad Chambliss successfully sued the NCAA to secure a 6-year, let me say that again, a 6-year of college eligibility for the 2026 season, following a dispute over a retroactive medical red shirt from an illness he suffered in 22. Let me explain that to you. In 2022, while Chambliss was on the team at Ferris State, he got the flu, tonsillitis. He missed a couple of weeks of practice. He didn't get on the field that year because he was not the best quarterback at Ferris State that year. I know that's hard to believe after we all seen what Trinidad Chambliss did. But now he wants to come back and try to get a retroactive medical red shirt. Well, he did, and he failed. The NCAA denied the waiver, and all of his appeals arguing that adequate medical evidence wasn't filed in 2022. Thus, it was not an incapacitating illness. He did not play, but was on the 2022 roster. So what followed? Representation by attorneys Tom Mars and William Linston, big Ole Miss people. Chambliss filed a lawsuit in January 2026 in the Lafayette County Chancery Court in Mississippi. So let's get this straight. So again, he files the suit against the NCAA in a local Mississippi court. The court, of course, I know this shocks you, the court, Judge Robert Whitehall, Ole Miss graduate, ruled in favor of Chambliss, stating the NCAA ignored medical evidence and acted on bad faith. No, they did not. The NCAA followed the rules. This gentleman has a law degree from Ole Miss. What else do you think the judge is going to rule on? They actually appealed it to the Mississippi Supreme Court, and guess what? They upheld the injunction, and the Supreme Court, head of the Supreme Court, is an Ole Miss graduate and booster. So again, this all is just crazy how this can happen. And let me give you my conspiracy theory on all this. Trinidad Chambliss, I believe, was going to LSU with Lane Kiffin. No doubt in my mind. But Lane said, son, don't come down here. You won't be able to get your medical red shirt. You won't be able to play at LSU because no Mississippi court judge would give him that injunction if he wasn't playing at Ole Miss. So what did Trinidad Chambliss do? He sued and stayed at Ole Miss and got $5 million in NIL money. Is that crazy enough for you? All right, let me leave with the very last crazy, one of my favorite. Happened a couple of weeks ago. Brent Key spends every waking moment thinking about UGA. We live rent-free in Brent Key, the Georgia Tech head coach. He wants to do whatever he can do to pick and harass his older brother who he can't beat. Yes, Georgia Tech head coach Brent Key offered a scholarship, a full scholarship to Andrew Smart, the youngest son of Georgia head coach Kirby Smart. The offer occurred in the June 2026. They were doing 7-on-7 drills in Atlanta. Brent Key goes over there, and he offered them the scholarship for the 2030 class. Andrew is a rising freshman in high school. So this is, again, just crazy. The younger Smart will begin his high school career at Athens Academy in the fall unless that has changed. Georgia Tech head coach Brent Key also extended an official scholarship offer to Knox Kiffin, the quarterback son of Lane Kiffin. Good luck on that, Brent. Brent is just trying to do whatever he can to get under Georgia's head, and just know that this is cray-cray from Brent Key, and that he spends every hour of his day thinking about Georgia football. That must be a bad, bad feeling for him. So that is my 3 crazies for you for this podcast. Brent, let me say you are a great coach and have done a good job on the flats, but give it a break. UGA, you will not be a better football program than the Bulldogs. If you are a Dog fan, please subscribe. It's free. If you like today's content, again, hit that like button, and we love all your comments. And let me end with this. This is 4th of July, our country's 250th birthday. Go out and celebrate America. Be proud of America, and God bless America. And as always, go Dogs.